Welcome everybody to the Arkansas State Red Wolves Dynasty here in College Football 26. We're continuing Season 1, and I gotta tell you guys, this blew my mind when I learned this. I assumed Arkansas State, Arkansas, this is a rivalry, two teams that don't like one another. That second part might be right. This is no rivalry. These teams have never even faced each other. This is the very first football meeting between the Red Wolves and the Razorbacks. Apparently, the athletic directors at Arkansas just did not want to put Arkansas State on the schedule, ever. So this is a very historic game we lead off with today, facing the Razorbacks as significant underdogs. They think this game is beneath them. They don't respect us. And my goal in this series is to make them respect Arkansas State football. And I know we have some work to do starting off as a one-star team. I enjoyed going through our first game. That was an easy matchup against an FCS team. Now we're playing Power 4 competition. This is where we want to go. And the next few years are going to be spent building a team that will hopefully have a chance at getting to that level. But here in Season 1, with the team we open this series with, how do we stack up against the likes of the Arkansas Razorbacks of the SEC? They have finally graciously welcomed us into their stadium. Now let's go through this matchup and see the very first meeting of Arkansas and Arkansas State. And these guys certainly have a great quarterback in Talon Green. He's a dynamic dual-threat quarterback, and he's the star of this offense. As we get underway in the first quarter, this is a run for Rodney Hill. And everything just looks so much faster already with this team. Talon Green on third down completes. Matchups like this are really going to strain the secondary. Keeping up with the SEC speed is tough enough on its own, but these are much better players than we're typically going to see in the Sun Belt. Going underneath now with a catch and run, that's number 83, Jalen Platt. Arkansas taking this into Red Wolf territory. Good run here into the red zone. Marching right down, here's a screen. Rodney Hill inside the 10, spins around, taken down at the 1. Arkansas running to the outside, and they get in with a touchdown. Rodney Hill caps it off. And just as most expected, we did not put up much of a fight on this opening drive. Arkansas scores rather easily. But you know what? We have some players on offense. Jalen Rayner along with Corey Rucker definitely starred in that first game. I also liked a lot of what I saw from number 5, Kenyon Clay. We get going in the air, flushed outside, flag down, no one's open, fumbling out of bounds. What else can go wrong on this play? Noah Smith, one of our best pass protectors, called for a hold. That play really sets the tone, doesn't it? Not in a good way. First and 20, we go Kenyon Clay's way, and he gets 5. We put Rayner back to pass, just trying to throw quick for number 3, Hunter Summers. He can't hold on to it. So third and 14, pressure's on, passes, incomplete and almost picked off. Looking for number 7, Corey Rucker, and Arkansas knew it would be going his way. Second drive underway. Rodney Hill cuts downhill again, spins out the safety. And he gets the first down. Arkansas looking like they're about to put 70 on the board. This pass deep downfield is nearly intercepted. That's free safety A.G. McGee. It hit him right in the hands. This forces an Arkansas field goal try, 49 yards out. Kick is wide left and no good. Razorbacks cannot increase their lead. Let's jump ahead now. Later in the first quarter, a minute 19 on the clock. Trying to get this to Clay, and they're just too strong at the point of attack. Loss of a few. Bringing up third down and 8. Pressure gets through again. Rayner loses the ball, and we nearly cough up a turnover. This is really tough trying to hold up against an SEC pass rush, and I don't think this is even one of the better ones. First quarter went about as you would expect. We barely moved the football and are very overwhelmed. Here's Taylon Green. Nice throw on 1st and 20. Good timing as he picks up 15 to Cam Shanks. Then they run it with Hill again, off to a strong start. He picks up around 7. Making their way across midfield. Green down the middle. That pass is batted by Trayvon Howard. A couple good plays made by the safeties here in the first half. 3rd down to the outside and tight roping the sideline. They're able to get a big play out of it. 25-yard catch and run. Omega Blake takes them inside of our 30. And then we answer here on 2nd and 10. Good stop against the run. Trying to keep this drive from going any further. Green extends, throwing short of the sticks, and we do keep the play in front of us. Field goal team comes out. It's 10-0 Arkansas. Not letting this turn into a blowout quite yet. In matchups like this, it can take a little while to start to find some things that work for you. Here we get Rayner outside the pocket, and the pass is airmailed. Thought that could have been a play that would go our way. Instead, 3rd down. Dumped off on the angle route, caught by Kenyon Clay. He's short. And Rayner opens the day 2 of 6 for 16 yards. But we still managed to keep the game pretty close in the first half. No one's open here, so Rayner gets what he can. Gain of 2. I knew having success would come down to getting the makeable 3rd downs, but the execution is just not there. The margin for error is so thin, the ball has to be out, or that pass rush is already there in your lap. Arkansas State forced to punt this away again. The punter is Alex Colbert. You saw a lot of action early on. Arkansas looking for more here before halftime. Taylon Green dumps it off, and a nice finish by the receiver gets them 3rd and 1. And had a chance here. Second effort, a 1st down, Rodney Hill. I'm intrigued about Aaron Alexander, number 25. I think he has do-it-all 3-down skills, but that was not a good tackle attempt, especially when you have a chance to get off the field, and instead the Razorbacks now taking that extra chance, turn it into a 1st down there to Blake. Now 3rd down, that's going to be shy of the sticks. They're going to have to try a field goal again. Not allowing them to score multiple touchdowns is huge, but how about the field goal getting blocked as well? Still 10-0. Cornerback Jimmy Spillman gets in there with the block. James Reed then reaches out to secure it as Arkansas State gets the ball with 1:21 to go in the first half. Trying to get something going before the break. Flag down as we do complete to Rucker. But in these mismatches, you see a lot more penalties on our side. 1st down and 20. We dump this off, and there's some room to run now for Kenyon Clay. This turns into our best play of the first half, essentially. 20-plus yards on the catch and run. So that jump starts the drive, and then J.J. Harrell on the screen. That can be one way to neutralize the pass rush effects. Inside of 60 seconds now, another 1st down, Nana Burris. We speed things up here, 3rd and 10, 41 seconds, and Rooker makes the catch on the outside. Boxing out the defender, good hands, and he secures it to extend this possession. 35 seconds left, 27 yards away. Again for Rucker. After such a great debut to this series, Rucker had over 100 yards in that FCS matchup. Now we're out of timeouts. In the red zone, Jalen Rayner extending, fires off balance and finds Kenyon Clay. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Our first score against the Razorbacks in team history. When you roll out and you just see there's a guy all by himself, you can hardly believe it. It seems too good to be true. But we turned that blocked field goal into real momentum. And at the half, you got to be thrilled. that it's 10-7. We withstood their fast start, did not let them get multiple touchdowns, and made this a game. Attempting to build upon that momentum. Start of the second half. Third down for Jalen Rayner. Diving catch made by Corey Rucker. We're starting to find a pass game rhythm. New set of downs. Give it to Clay. He gets running room. Shakes the safety and breaks outside. Kenyon Clay doing so much for this offense, especially in this game. All the way inside the 30. Rayner to the outside. That's caught by Summers. He's out at the 15. And suddenly Rayner's now 10 for 19, a $124. We run this again. Clay handling a lot of the workload early. Here you can see he subbed out for Jaquez Cross. And Rayner slides and gets it to Tyler Fortenberry, the tight end. Goal to go, Arkansas State. Swung out, and Cross does not break the plane. So we go with 3 tight ends, and the SEC power is too much. A loss of maybe 2 there in the backfield. We go to 3rd and goal. Rayner, Rucker, no, it's defended and denied. 4th down, do you go or do you kick in this spot? We come out, but I didn't like the play, and we ran out of time, so I used the timeout and then decided we're going to go with the field goal. We have a lot of momentum right now. Let's tie this game up and see what happens. 10 apiece as Arkansas gets it back. They did not put up the type of offense I expected after that opening drive, but here is Taylon Green on a keeper as he gains 8 yards. They give the ball to Hill, and there's a big hit from Javonte Mackey, the Mike linebacker. Forces 3rd and 2, and Green stays on his feet, and he does get the first down. Another chance for us to get a stop, and we miss the tackle. Drive extended. They get some speed now in space. On the outside, a big spin, and all the way inside the 25. That's Raylan Sharp. Then they go with the screen to the other side. Another spin and taking off to the end zone. Cam Shanks, touchdown. We do not want to play this game in space. We are not equipped to stop these types of plays. And the one-on-one tackles were really sloppy. Limiting the big play is one of the keys for this defense, and we just couldn't do it on that drive. So we are down again, 17-10. They're all over Clay, really limiting the types of runs we can call when they're just that dominant on counter and power. Let's go to 3rd down. Trying to hold up for Rayner, and he gets drilled right as we have Rucker over the middle, breaking open. Arkansas gets it back quickly late 3rd, and they run to the right. Braylon Russell gets them the first down. We try to blitz, and we do end up making a tackle in space. That's Trayvon Howard, who had missed Taylon Green on the previous drive, but now we get them 3rd and 16. Green steps up, looking deep, and he overthrows a receiver who was tightly covered. Again, this is about as good as we could have hoped this defense would play. 17-10. What a catch made by Rucker to extend this drive. And the ball is in the perfect spot, too. There's not a lot of room for error in these types of situations. Arkansas State at their own 35. Rucker on the slant. Very happy we were able to feed him a lot more touches in this game. And now Cross getting some space to show what he can do. We take this into the 4th quarter. Still in it. Wasn't sure this would be the case. That pass is offline with even more pressure on Rayner. Not easy to protect him. Heavy blitz. And he's just off the mark on 3rd down. Hunter Summers is wide open. But again, under constant pressure, it's hard to deliver accurate balls. And we end up punting. What a missed opportunity. Again, it's sent deep by Colbert, and what a punt! He drops this one. It rests at the 3. Arkansas has a long way to go. Defense has played well, but a good RPO starts the drive, 9 yards. Green goes over 200 passing. 3rd down and 5. Green open at the 30. That's Shanks. Again, the key is just to get them in 3rd down. And how about Chris Body making the play this time? Here's 3rd and 11. You want to get off the field, you have a chance. We bring 5. Green down the field, breaking away. That is a Razorback touchdown and a backbreaker. 71 yards. The play you fear the most happens at the worst possible time. Raylan Sharp makes a long-distance call. Some of you don't even know what that means. 24-10. But we're not giving up. Quick hitter, Corey Rucker. We learned a lot about this team, just making it to this point, and now time to leave it all on the field. Flag down, though. Another holding call. Noah Smith hit with 3 of them here in this game, just on him. Backed up for 1st down and 20. Rucker underneath, and this is Burris on the catch, 9 yards. 5 minutes and change to go, down 2 scores. Hit again, and at the feet of Rucker, that's incomplete. And we have to go 4th down and 14. This is basically game on the line here for Rayner. Drifting, firing, dropped into Rucker, what a catch! 8 catches, 101 yards. The best throw from Jalen Rayner all game is right here. And we continue in Razorback territory. Wide open Rucker. The big day continues. He can certainly play with these SEC DBs. Now we throw a screen again out to J.J. Harrell. And those screens might have to continue. Let's bring some motion here. Nana Burris, east to west. A stiff arm. He continues inside the 20. Stopping the clock also crucial here when you have a chance to do it. From the 10, Rayner, end zone, and too low. Again, it's coming down to 3rd and 4th down most of the time. We need 6. Rayner chased. No one's out here to stop him. Takes it inside the 5 and out at the 1. Goal to go, Red Wolves. We go to Kenyon Clay, and he punches it in for an Arkansas State touchdown. You thought we were going away? Not so fast. It's a touchdown game again. It's on the defense now. 3:45 left to play. Hill carries. There's a big hole. Can't have that. Time winding down. Arkansas wants to end this game, but Hill trying to bounce it instead of attacking the gap ends up losing 2. And on 3rd down, taken down for a loss by Bradley. And our defense has given us another chance. We're getting the ball, down 7. J.J. Harrell handles the punt return and sets us up at the 43. What a game this has been. Arkansas State has a chance, wide open, but a flag is down. Hunter Summers has a 1st down catch, and it is coming back. 1st down and 20 again for Rayner. Trying to get to Rucker, but ball wasn't out nearly quick enough. Now another long developing play, and it does open up, and again taken down. And I really could have gotten the ball there to the outside. I think we had a good chance. 3rd and 29. Again, Rayner goes down. We're just out of gas here in the final minutes. It's 4th and 37. Unblocked pressure. And Arkansas takes over on downs. That was our one chance right there. Just too much pressure. Eventually, Arkansas does overwhelm, and they do make it look a little better in their favor. Final score, Arkansas 27, Arkansas State 17 in the first ever meeting between these programs in football. They scored just like I thought they would on the opening drive. But our defense answered and made a lot of plays to keep this close. And then, after the blocked field goal, the offense began to get going and things really got interesting. This was fun to see us as the underdog go and build momentum and really have a chance. And we obviously have a long way to go in the trenches to match up in games like this. And obviously, players like Corey Rucker don't often arrive at programs like Arkansas State, so finding the next player of his caliber is certainly one of our greatest challenges. I was honestly shocked when I found this was going to be the first time these two teams would meet. And it's certainly not going to be the last. Here in this series, I do intend for us to face Arkansas on a regular basis. I had to look a little further into these two teams not playing each other. I read a couple articles talking about this from some Arkansas publications. I found this quote here from Arkansas head coach Sam Pittman. And when questioned about this becoming a home-and-home series, he essentially says that if they're going to play, it's going to be at home. They don't want to come to Arkansas State. Now, what's interesting in 2025 is this matchup is actually going to be at a neutral venue in Little Rock, not at the University of Arkansas like we just played. But as far as this series goes, it sounds like they don't want to come to our house. We will continue to face Arkansas and try to build this rivalry. And we will go there until the point that our championship contender ranking at the start of the season is higher than theirs. Also, we need to beat them first. Until then, we're going to be making some road trips to Fayetteville every year. Now, in this episode, I'm not going to talk too much about recruiting, as not much has changed at this point of the season. Just want to update you that the current battles I'm focused on are going well. They're developing slowly, and I'm continuing to scout and look for talent that can make a difference. Like 3-star JUCO gem right tackle Lee Swain, who is a new target of ours. This series is obviously a different one. We're doing multiple games in most videos in this series, and that includes this one, because we're going to go through both of the matchups that were expected to be lopsided non-conference games where we're the tune-up game for the opposition. We're taking on Iowa State now, and then our schedule shifts to teams that are more on our level. They're coming off a big rivalry win against Iowa. They had a big day of offense. Their running back Carson Hansen went for a $114 and a touchdown. Let's go back home. We host Iowa State. A year after, in 2024, Arkansas State lost to the Cyclones 52-7. Let's see how we play now after how we battled against Arkansas. And if you're enjoying the video, let me know. This is a new change for the channel. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and here we go, Game 3 against the Cyclones. That's the powerful running back Carson Hansen getting 7 yards. Star running back out of Minnesota. And a throw over the middle gets the Cyclones a first down and into A-State territory. They have a good quarterback in Rocco Becht, and he completes again. Back-to-back throws here. And they're working quick, just like Arkansas did early in the previous game. But now we get some pressure. Chris Body gets into the mix, number 17. And that effectively throws this drive off. Field goal try now for Iowa State, 51 yards out. And the kick is good. They score first. Now, how about this offense after playing a couple good quarters against the Razorbacks? We get Jalen Rayner on a keeper now. Nice pickup there for a first down. Here he's throwing, trying to find Rucker, and almost threw his first pick of the season. 3rd down and 9. Cyclones drop 8 in coverage, and they forget about the quarterback. There goes Rayner across midfield for the first. We've seen a lot of Kenyon Clay in the backfield, but here is Jaquez Cross on the draw as he gets 6. Then we go to Clay, and nice job paving the way there on the right side. Second down and 4. We now work him to the left, and a good job there on the block by Fricks. We'll take a first down into the red zone, and then roll Rayner, and I think we could have had the touchdown there, but playing it safe, couldn't let it rip there. Hoping we can still reach the end zone. Pressure coming. We can't convert on 3rd and 4, but we did not come this far to kick. 4th and 2. We run, and that was the wrong decision. Jaquez Cross taken down. He never had a chance. Some of these one-on-ones are just such bad matchups, especially in the trenches. Cyclones ball. Here's a cut to the outside from Hansen. That's another first down. I really worried about the run defense in this game. Nice job here on the play fake. I do like that play. That's one I called back in Buffalo. Throwing down the middle here. This catch is brought in. And down to the 11. Big catch for the Cyclones from the tight end, Benjamin Brahmer. We lose track of the big tight end, and it's a drive inside the 10. Backed, taken down. We contain. Javante Mackey gets the sack credit, and just trying to keep them from finding the end zone. Backed, looking left, and the tackle is made out in space. They send out the field goal team for a very short kick, and the kick is no good. He missed it left. Still 3-0. But we're going to go into the next Iowa State possession. Again, slow start for the A-State offense. Cyclones facing 3rd and 4. Quick throw again to the tight end. Gets them a first down. Starting the day 8 of 9. Good rhythm to their passing game. And again, hitting the big play. Inside the 15, that's Daniel Jackson. Taken into the red zone, keeping his backed inside the 5, reaches, loses the football. Arkansas State takes it. Again preventing the touchdown. He was so far away to be putting that ball out like that. We recover at the 1. But a big play from this defense. We've just got to get away from our own end zone. And it's a safety! 5-0. We got double teams here, leaving an open gap. Come on. 5-0, Iowa State takes over. Rocco Becht. Plenty of time, and he throws with touch into Arkansas State territory. Racking up the yards, too, with these big throws. Here's 3rd and 4, off balance, and a nice, accurate ball still delivered. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Carson Hansen cuts it outside, makes a man miss, and he's down to the 11. Iowa State, chance to go up double digits, and they have a touchdown, but penalty marker down, and it's wiped out by a hold. They go back to the 15, hard to recover from red zone holding calls, and they're not about to do it. Iowa State held to a field goal try. This kick is off the upright, but bounces through. 8-0 Iowa State in the most roundabout of ways. And here we are in the final seconds again, trying to get something before the half, just like against the Razorbacks. Rolling Rayner, throwing late, nice catch by a leaping Nana Burris. One timeout left now for the Red Wolves. That's caught. Going to Summers this time, and it's enough for a first down, so we pocket the timeout. 10 seconds left. Deep down the middle, that's caught. Corey Rucker, timeout. Where's number 7? We need a play, and he makes it. Now with 6 seconds left, no timeouts, you gotta be careful. Anything you try has to be quick. Like a jump ball to the end zone. Rucker pulls it down. Touchdown, Arkansas State. There's your 30-second drill. Corey Rucker is such a phenomenal player, and we've gotten him going all 3 games to start the year. I love the waterfall here at the stadium as well. They shoot off the geysers there when a touchdown is scored. Extra points blocked, by the way. So it's 8-6 at the half. Another close game. We are not getting blown out as expected. So into the second half. They bring out the fullback. They're just going to go no nonsense. Hard-nosed football here. Right up the middle with Carson Hansen. Trying to put together a good drive. A great RPO here. This is taken inside the 20-yard line. Chase Soul on the reception. Then they sweep this. Hansen gets taken down. That's a good play by Alexander. Strong tackle. We have him in third down. Pressure sent. And broken up in the end zone by A.G. McGee. Just able to get over there in time. And that was nearly a touchdown. A lot of close calls here for Iowa State. Instead, they got to send out the field goal team again. And it's a double doink! No good! Bears fans, look away! He really hit the upright earlier and it went in. You are not getting away with it a second time. Iowa State again does not add points. It's still 8-6. What's going on here? Jalen Rayner, that's caught. Corey Rucker, gain of 9. The second half was our best against Arkansas, looking like. Again, we have the momentum going. First down there for Clay. Here's second down and 5. Rayner across the middle now for Burris. Just keep stacking first downs. Here's first down and breaking open. Rucker, he can't make the catch this time. Watch him blow past the corner here. The safety saves the day on this snap. So we go second down and 10, then under pressure again on the angle route. Clay has done such a good job as a receiver early this year. He does it all. Later in the drive, second down, pressure through the middle, getting away from the first man, but not the second, and Rayner goes down. Bad time there for a big loss. And on 3rd and 22, we are not able to get all of it back. So a good start to this drive, but had to kick it back. Iowa State ball again with the third quarter coming to a close. Great play. Rocco Becht finds the big tight end again to finish off the third quarter. And we take this one again into a close game late. Cyclones driving in Red Wolf territory. Beck steps up again, gets it out to the open man. There's Soul, their top receiver. Approaching 300 yards passing, needing 7 here, and Becht runs into his own man and then goes down on a tackle by Javonte Mackey. In the process, though, he centered this between the hashes, and the kick is good this time. Iowa State leads 11-6. We're on Scorigami watch. Heavy pressure coming. Rayner, back foot, gets it to Rucker. Another perfect ball. One of the best throws by Jalen Rayner early this season. That was phenomenal. Play fake, pressure, just gets it out now. You gotta get the ball out quickly with this offensive line. Handoff now, cross after making that catch. Nice run to the outside too with the juke. Moving the ball, and we need a touchdown on this drive. Against the heavy pressure again. This ball is caught by Summers, but he lost his momentum and could not convert. So it's 4th and 3. Empty it out now for Jalen Rayner. In motion, that's Rucker, and he's by himself first down. Drive continues. And he's now gone over 100 yards in all 3 games. Play action. Here's time. Rayner hits the throw to Summers at the 10. 5 minutes to go. Running this with Cross. Good move. He's in for the touchdown. Jaquez Cross scores the first touchdown of the day. Arkansas State has taken the lead. I did not expect nearly as much excitement as we've gotten out of these 2 games. We're going for 2 now. We're only up 1. The pass batted down at the line. And we had a good look for Burris. So you can't feel too comfortable. Up by 1, 3:22 to go. They're going to run it here. Hansen running well throughout the game. He gets 9 there. Big down. This is 3rd and inches. A-State plays the run, and Beck throws it over their heads. To the 40. Great RPO call again. 2 minutes to go. Big hole for Hansen to the 21-yard line. And this is where you really begin to worry. They control the ball and the clock here as Hansen continues to grind. 7 more on the carry. We've used our first timeout. Now a good throw to the edge and getting down inside the 5, nearly scoring. Cyclones at the 1. They put in 2 fullbacks. And still, we meet Hansen in the backfield. Loss of 3. We've played great red zone defense to start the year. They run again right into the teeth of this defense. 3rd and goal. We have not allowed a touchdown all day. Looking for one more play. Backed, fires, caught, out of bounds, and marked out at the 1. And they are going to kick. Just trying to take the lead. 18 yards out. He missed again. 3rd miss of the day. Arkansas State still up 1. They actually have a chance to pull this off. Iowa State has to use their timeouts, but they blew one on that previous drive, and now that's really costly. So this run, not good for Kenyon Clay, forces them to call their final. We go here 3rd and 15, jet touch pass. I think it's a little slower developing, more time comes off the clock kind of play. 1 or 2 seconds there matters. And we're going to kick this now. We can't even call a timeout here at all. We just have to kick it. So around 11 seconds to go, fair caught. They have to go 60 yards or this game is over. Or somehow they get in field goal range. Here it is. Rocco Beck completes. And they can't get a first down. The clock does not stop. And Arkansas State has upset the Iowa State Cyclones. What a bizarre game. 12-11, we defend our home turf, and we have beat a ranked opponent for the first time in the series. I thought for sure we were losing these 2 games by a lot, but we battled, had a chance in the end to win both of them, and we find a way against Iowa State. It took so much luck, of course. They missed 3 field goals. They fumbled inside the 5. They had the ball at the 1 a couple times, could not punch in a single touchdown. They had a touchdown catch that was actually called back because of a hold. All of that, and we win the game by 1 point. But that sometimes is all it takes. What a heartbreaker for Iowa State. Very happy to be on the delivering end of this game. And we have a 2-1 start to this season, everybody. What do you think about that? Jalen Rayner, highly efficient, still no interceptions through 3 games. We didn't run the football too well against the Cyclones, but when we get Corey Rucker going, and that's been happening all throughout these 3 games, this offense has exciting potential in Season 1. It's unfortunate we're only going to have this 1 season to play with Rucker and Rayner, given that Corey Rucker is a senior. But I aim to get as much out of this season as possible. I want to raise his draft stock. I want to see him be a big part of helping this program. Like, don't think of him as a senior as like playing this small minor role in the overall dynasty, when he has a chance to raise the status of this program with pro potential, or even helping us on the way to being a 2-star team. So we have made it through our first 3 games. Kennesaw State is non-conference, but it sure kind of feels like a conference game, finally playing a team on a more even playing field. And then we get into the actual Sun Belt schedule. I feel very good playing against this type of competition and now getting to face those Sun Belt teams soon. I think we have a chance to do a very good job in the conference this season. I will say that these games were played before the most recent update, so I'm sure things will be very different, and I've been helping out a little bit with Matt 10's newest slider set. So sliders are going to be changed for the next episode. For instance, the holding slider is going to be down. Like, there's a lot of differences. It's early in the dynasty. Gameplay can be weird at times, and it's going to take a little bit to get the sliders dialed in. I know these games were a lot closer than anybody thought, but we caught a lot of breaks in both of those games. And it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed putting this episode together. I hope you guys are enjoying the changes that have been made in this series. I think that so far I'm feeling really good about it. Here's one player I wanted to shout out. Linebacker Devin Curtis racked up 18 tackles there in the game against the Cyclones. Big reason why they did not score a touchdown, and a reason why we are 2-1 instead of 1-2. I hope y'all had a good time with the video today. Please leave a like if you did. And of course, I'm looking for feedback given how new these changes are. Subscribe to the channel, everybody, and I'll have more of the Arkansas State Dynasty coming your way here this week. Take care, and I'll see you next time.